This video is sponsored by GOOVI. Well, greetings, VAC fans. It's time for another unboxing. And this time, it's going to be something different that you've never seen on my channel until now. Yep, here we go. It's a robot vacuum, and it's by a new company called GOOVI. You know, when I first saw this, actually when I first saw the name, I thought it said groovy, you know, like the 1960s term, but nope, this is a GOOVI. And as you can see here, it's a model F007C. That comes in a very small box. 2,000 pascals or 2 kPa suction power. That's going to be maximum suction power. And let's see how this comes out of the box. I want to make sure I don't open it upside down and stuff falls out. Glad I opened it up this way, otherwise stuff would have just fallen out. So let's see, on the box it says 2600 milliamp hours, long-lasting lithium-ion battery, supports up to 120 minutes of extremely quiet but strong suction cleaning from a single charge. Fire new upgraded technology. I'll have to see more about what that means, and of course the 2 kPa suction, like I mentioned before. Let's see, anything else in the box? The sides are, you know, pretty typical. That's what the front looks like. All right, so now we'll get rid of the box. It's a very compact box, I'll give you that. So let's see, we have a quick start guide in here. Gonna need my knife for this. There might be more of a manual in here too. Okay, so we have the warranty, and then we have a quick start guide, and all this should be available, you know, on the links in the description below. So there's the manual there. Probably fairly typical manual. So here's that. Take a quick peek at that. Get this out of the way. Little foam separator to protect the main unit. GOOVI quality service. And let's see here. We have, oh, a little filter. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So we have a little filter in here. And I'm going to need my knife again here to open that up. Here's a little filter. So this is foam. I thought maybe it was charcoal, but this is a piece of foam. And then here's looks like just a regular like HEPA type of a filter, and a little pull to help you insert and remove it. Okay, got that. And here we have the remote. Pretty cool looking remote. It does come with batteries. That's handy. How many times have you opened up stuff with battery, you know, that needs batteries and they aren't there? And maybe you have them and maybe you don't, so you have to go and get some. So here's the remote. That's covered in some plastic. There we go. There's that. Here's the aforementioned batteries. So it looks like they take, it takes AAAs. I'll turn turn that so you can see it. Aren't these fun to get out of the package? I'm gonna need something else. I don't have a lot of fingernails here going on in my hand, so it's somewhat of a loss sometimes. Let's see, some more smaller parts here. I got a little strap that wasn't strapped to anything, but we could use it to, you know, collect some cord, I suppose, or whatever else we might need. Here is the charger, and on the charger it says the output, which is the important part, 19 volts at 600 milliamps. That's the charging rate. And let's see, what's this on the other side? Electric. So this is some type of maybe sticky tape or something like that. It says 3M electric, whatever it is. We'll have to find out what to do about that. And let's see, what's that? Oh, I have this. Tips: remove it before using. Okay, well, it wasn't actually inserted into anything, so it's definitely been removed, but it says tips: remove it before using. Well, it's been removed, or at least this part of it's been removed. Anything else in here? All right, so here's the main unit itself. We got a whole bunch of other little doodads in here. This is really packed very well. They got a lot in that box. Let's see, is there anything else? All right, this ought to come out fairly easily then. Okay, here's the underside. Yep, looks like this would be the front and this would be the back. So here you have the brush roll, and the bristles are very soft. That's really something. It's got soft rubber wheels. They are not hard plastic. And this part of the brush roll right here is, you know, it's very flexible. I mean, it's a soft rubber as well, so it will scrape your whatever surface you put it on. I really don't think it's going to cause any damage, no matter what you happen to put this on. And of course, the bristles are really soft. I mean, exceptionally soft. So let's see what we have here. It says model F007C. Operating voltage 14.4, charger voltage, that would be this, is 19 volts. Docking station model F007C, that would make sense. It says master power 28 watts. Charger output current 600 milliamps, and battery 2600 milliamp hours. Okay. And it gives you a general idea of what's going on here should you need to troubleshoot this. So this says 1 beep, indicator lighting red, front caster wheel is stuck. That's interesting. 2 beeps, 4 beeps, and 2 different things for 4 beeps. I can do a close-up of this so you can actually see it, but I imagine that's also in the instruction manual somewhere. You have a master on and off button that's right here. So there is some power in there, that's great. And you have this little arrow. So I imagine you're gonna unstick that. So now we can look at the top. You can see the wheels actually expand. So you set it down, it goes down like that. Okay, so it says, switch on the bottom before use, remove sticker. Okay, you can remove the sticker. Probably going into more detail than normal, but why not? And let's see, we've got some brushes here, and if that's not enough, we have another set of brushes for a total of 4 of them. And I imagine this only has spots for 2, so what they've done is they've given you 2 full sets of these brushes. So when a set wears out, you've got yourself another set. So that's great. So you've got some, now this is very heavy. I think this is like a magnetic tape, you know, kind of like creates no-go lines, I would imagine. And you have 2 rolls of this. This is very heavy stuff. You have, interesting, you have another one of these. So you have 2 remove-its before using. Okay, I don't know what they fell out of because they were just, you know, laying in the box. Let's see, you've got cleaning brush here. Various different ways, I guess, to go and get hair off of the brush roll, and there is a small blade that's right here. So this is just plastic. These are, you know, stiff bristles, and then that's a blade right there to help you get the hair off or whatever else is stuck around the brush roll. And then here is the base, the charging dock that it is supposed to return to when it gets low on battery. All right, that's great. And here's the back side of this. Yeah, it's got the general instructions in the back and also what it's rated for, 19 volts, 600 milliamps, and this would plug in here like that. And of course you plug this into the wall. So if I'm the wall, let's move this a little bit, I assume, well, if I'm the wall, then it will come back. So I gotta tilt this the right way. Move that. You have 2 charging pins right here, and those are gonna need to be kept clean. These little silver charging pins. So when it's time for it to return to base, it's going to do something like this, there, and then walk up to the charger and then start charging. Wow, well that's really fantastic. Got a little bit of dust on it. So how about, pretty thorough unboxing, huh? How about we put these brushes on here, and it looks like there's no orientation. They just snap on. I don't see any type of orientation, so let's see if they just, all right, that just snaps on, and that just snaps on. Okay, so they just go and just do their thing. Oh, and you have this caster type of front wheel right here. All right, so that takes care, that truly takes care of everything that's in the box. So now I'm going to have to figure out how much of a charge is actually in this F007C, and then we can run it. While the GOOVI is still charging a bit, I wanted to go over this remote control. So let's see here if I can get that to focus. There we go. So you have auto, you have return to base, return to home up here, and then buttons like play, pause, you know, start cleaning, stop, whatever it is, and then obviously forward, backward, left, right. Let's see. According to the manual, this one is clock setup button, and you can see that I've already set the clock. It's a little past 8 p.m. this evening. Spot cleaning button right here, and then all the way at the bottom is small space button. Then going over to the right, we have scheduling button, and then an edge cleaning button, and then max power. I think that takes care of everything. So I have my usual dirt suspects down here. Let's see, I've got baking soda, sand, flour, and then over on the right I have dog food. That's going to be the tall, large particles. And then we have some oats, and then rice. I almost said sand again, it's rice. So I'm going to hold this over here, and you can see you're going to be able to see what kind of a lousy robot driver I'm going to be, because I can't run this in automatic mode because I don't have barriers set up all over the place. And I want to see what this can do if I just run it, say, forward and backward over this particular type of dirt. So let's see what a terrible job I can actually do with this. Okay, I'm going to back up. So incidentally, when I do this, right, you push it and it just goes back a little ways. Okay, oh, I have to point it at it. Okay. So then I'm going to turn it. Yeah, don't want to turn it that way. Come around, stop, go around. Okay, I'm going to do my best to try to get this thing to go straight. Hold on a second. As I said, how about straight? Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, stop. All right, and back up. All right, you see it left a little bit here, but let's back up. Can we go backwards? Oh, okay. I have to keep pushing it. All right, you know what? How about we turn around? Why not? Turn around, okay. Turn around. And let's go forward. Okay, let's see it just hit the box. Right? Hit the airflow box. Oh, come on. So what it is it seems to be kind of like a stepped control. When I push down, it'll run, and then if I want it to keep going, I just have to like keep pushing it. I don't hold it. Yeah, pushing it and hold it, that doesn't actually do anything. So I have to push it, push it, push it, push it. And I do have to point it at it. So that was kind of the problem I had before. Anyway, let's take a look at... Come on. Back up. A little bit more. Keep going. So it looks like, I wonder why, just has some issues like back. Going forward and sideways, left and right is fine. But it really doesn't like to go backwards, and I am pointing it at it. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So what we have here, it's fairly clean, but if I collect what's here, you can still see, if you see like some white dots in here and whatnot. So this is kind of what it missed. Now I was running it, okay, in its low power mode. All right, so that's a pretty incredible pickup considering it's in its lowest possible power. So let's try this again, and I'll set it in max. Now I don't know if I start it and then hit max, or does that do it? Ooh, that was fast. All right. I don't know if I can tell if I'm in max or not. You know, I can't really tell, honestly. Okay, let me pick it up and move it over there. So max mode should definitely be max suction, but I also wonder if it speeds it up. So I'll have to go and like review the footage in order to see what's going on. So if I push max, point it at it, I don't know if that will start in max. I don't see anything occurring on the remote itself. It doesn't change anything to max one way or another. So, all right, here we go. I'll try to push max, for example. Okay, all right. Turn it around. I know you can't see it. Here we go. I'm pushing the max button. And I can't tell if it's in max or not. Okay, let's stop for a second. All right, about there. All right, let's examine what's left. All right, kicked a few pieces of the dog food here Oh, okay. It didn't like the dog food. I couldn't tell because it was stuck underneath. So the dog food is too big. All right, and I guess that's probably not really the fault of the unit itself, because that's, I mean, let's face it, that's a really large particle that's there. I mean, it's abnormally large. Let me try going over it again, see if it makes any difference. No, just kind of went over it, didn't it? Let me turn it around. I'll get back over it again. All right, I well, might be picking some up. I guess I'd have to back it up and see, because I'm always going in the forward direction, aren't I? Let me turn around. Here we go. Okay, now let me back up. Is there anything remaining there? All right, so it really doesn't seem to like backing up, does it? I mean, I am pushing it and I'm pointing it right at it. So something's stopping it. I mean, I can push it and I can hold it. It's clicking, but it doesn't like backing up. So I just have to go like this. All right. So it really did not like the dog food. So we know where this machine's limitation is. So let me get the large particles out of the way. Oh yeah, let me get the large particles out of the way, because it doesn't like those. And now, let's do a test where we say, "E.T. phone home," if you know that reference. There, so I just push the home button. All right, it's got to figure out where the base is. It's lining up with it. All right, it's doing a great job with that. Slowing down. And there we go. All right, it's home. Now, let's take a look at the bin and see what it picked up. Now that the GOOVI's picked up a whole bunch of stuff, let's figure out how to empty it. So I push this little button down. The bin comes right out, and oh yeah, plenty of stuff in there to be sure. And you can open it to throw it away by just pulling up like this. I thought maybe you had to push this button down to release it. You know, do this, but you don't have to. You just literally can just open it right up. And then of course you can empty it, you know, right into a trash can. So I guess, you know, how about we do that? And you can see what's there, obviously. And we'll take a look at the filters. So here's some other stuff. Fell out. And you have a filter here. Comes out. Now I fiddled with this for a little bit. Oh, you can see definitely the small particles have come through here. So you'll have to go and you know, rinse this under water and or, you know, bang it out, that kind of thing. Not on this, obviously. And you can clean this. You can completely clean this by rinsing it underneath. Rinsing it underneath some water and then letting it completely dry. Now this has a pull tab right here, but you know what I noticed? I noticed that you can only put this in one way. So if I put it in like this, well, it doesn't really fit in all that well, and I can't close the lid. So it does have a direction that it goes in, and then it'll close. So that's how you actually empty that. And then of course, you know, you can go and clean it as need be. Then the cassette just slides back in. Okay, so how about we end this video by sending the GOOVI back to its dock to complete the charge. And this is the first time it's actually run on the carpet, so I need to push the go home button. And there it goes. Does it make it? Oh, it missed. Oh, now it's correcting itself. Okay. It's backing up. Let's see if it corrects itself. And it did. Wonderful. Okay, that's great. That's nice to know that for some reason it doesn't quite slot in the way that it should, that it will go and correct its path, and it'll make it back to the base. Let's see how well this does on medium pile carpet. So we have dog food, oats, and rice. It's nice. Kind of hit my tripod, but it didn't knock it over. And it doesn't really want to back up very well. I have to just keep pushing it. I mean, it kind of gets there, but it really doesn't like backing up. Here, let me move the camera back. I'm pointing it at it. It just doesn't like backing up a whole lot. All right, well, let's turn around then. And we'll head off in another direction. Come back, come back. Here it comes. So it gets it eventually. I just don't wonder, what do you do with the max button? I'm pushing it. Yeah, I can't really tell the difference, so I might not be doing this quite right. As for most robot vacuum cleaners, the brush hole assembly is very easy to get to. Simply lifts out. You can go ahead and pluck off any particular hair you might have, like my wife's 2-foot long hair or anything else that kind of gets stuck in here, whether it's the blades or the bristles. And then, well, I see you've got some dog food there and some oats. And then you just pop it back in. And let's see, this will hook in the back and then snap down like that. As you can see, I've got a couple of the magnetic strips, the boundary layer strips, laid out, and they cross right about here. Of course, I have a carpet boundary over here, and I have some other boundaries over there that you can't see off camera. So I want to try, let's see, it says small space. So let's, right down, come on, there you go, right down there, small space. Let's see what that does. Okay, small space. How will it handle a small space? That looks pretty good so far. It goes 3 or 4 inches over the strips. Okay, it's kind of bumping around. Come back over. Let me try the max button. Right. Come on. Come on. Right there. Let me hit the max button. Ooh, okay. Making more noise, I think. I think I'm going to send it home. All right, so let's go ahead and send it home. See, it's going to go home on its own. Oh, nope, I thought it was going to do that. Okay, here we go, home. It made it. Okay, so now you've seen how the boundary line strips work, and you also saw the robot actually go significantly over them. So if you're going to use them, be aware that they will exceed the boundary lines by maybe 4 or 5 inches. How about we close out this video with the GOOVI running on my medium pile carpet. It got loose. It got loose. It actually got loose. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Oh. Remember to stay tuned for more tests with this GOOVI. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.